Hey everyone, it's Dee here from Dee's Divine Guidance for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of November of 2018. I am offering the free tarot card reading, so 1 out of 12 you can get, so one for each sign. All you have to do is just subscribe to the channel and comment on the video because that's how I pick the winners, and then and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'm doing things a little bit differently this month. We're actually going to add some healing into our messages. So we're going to get the message first, and then if you stick with me to the end, you're going to get a Reiki healing session with me. It's just a few minutes, so it's just a taste of what you would get in a session, but to kind of help along with the messages that are coming. It's good to give messages, but I like to do healing, so we're going to work on healing as well. And I'm really, really excited to bring this message to you guys this month because I feel as though when I when I was shuffling the cards here, I felt like I couldn't get your energy, but I think I was getting your energy. It was like round and round and zigzag zig, and it's just like it was like all over the place. And I had to like sit back because I felt like I was getting anxiety, and I took a couple deep breaths and I realized that I believe it's your energy that I'm feeling, is that it's kind of all over the place. And the first card that popped up, so I was really confused throughout the reading because I'm like, this kind of doesn't make any sense. But the first card that popped up for the overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is something new. This is something stable and long term. And so I was confused when the first three other cards popped up because I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But it does make sense if you stick with me to the end, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is, there's something coming. There's something coming. It's not here yet, but by the end of November, it will be. The first cards that popped up in the beginning of November. So what you're going through now is you got the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, and then the Seven of Wands. Now, I will say that this is a general reading. This is a very specific message here, but this is a general reading, so take how it resonates. It could resonate with love. I'm going to do love just because that's how I feel for some of you, but it could resonate with work. If it does not resonate, this message does not resonate this month, please just check your moon and your rising signs, or check back next month, but because spirit guides direct you to the messages that you need to hear. So even if they're not in these cards, it could be over here in these cards. So just stick with me. But this message for the beginning of November is the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Swords. I feel as though there was a relationship formed, very new, okay? I'm getting 3 months, okay? But there's a relationship, there was love being offered, but then the Three of Swords came in and it was heartbreak. So I'm getting that it wasn't what you thought. I am getting a little bit of a narcissist, but it's like it came in, it was strong, it was good, and then all of a sudden I don't feel like you were stabbed, even though there's knives in the heart here, but I think it just fell away is what I'm feeling for some of you. And it's just like, because it wasn't long lasting, and that's what you really need to hear. Okay. It wasn't long lasting. So it's better that it fell away quickly rather than, sitting in something that wasn't for you. So definitely relationship came in, and Three of Swords, heartbroken. Okay, heartbroken is what I'm getting. And I'm getting a lot of fantasy. Like it was a lot of what you thought it was going to be rather than what it actually was. So a lot of the times when we get into a relationship, we build this fantasy world in our heads of what this could be. And it's, and we see only the good in the relationship at first, and which is a big red flag. Because you need to look at the reality of what it was. All right, so that's what I'm getting for some of you here. Seven of Wands, though. So now you're feeling very defensive. Like, that was so good. Like, how am I ever going to find something else like that is also what I'm getting. And it's like, it was too good to be true. So now you're kind of like, well, wait a minute. Now I've got to back off and kind of guard myself a little bit, okay? But the message here is that this situation was meant to be, okay? Because what's coming your way couldn't happen without this situation. Because now, in the middle of November, I feel as though you're going to start to be like more confident in who you are, okay? You've got the Empress, you've got the Four of Swords, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, and you've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so even if you are in a relationship, there might be stuff that, you know, has happened that's kind of made you pull back a little bit and be like, holy crap, like what the hell's happening? So it can resonate, doesn't have to just be singles here. Even if you're still in the relationship, something could have happened that kind of you're a little bit heartbroken about. Maybe somebody lied to you, maybe somebody cheated on you. But I feel as though, yeah, so you'll figure that out in the beginning of November here. But I'm not saying that somebody's cheating on you, so I don't want everybody to go crazy and thinking that their guy or woman is cheating on them. But what I'm saying is that something might have happened that has kind of pushed you back a little bit. However, in the middle of November here, this is all about you. I mean, the Empress to me is all about taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself like you're a child, okay? The Four of Swords is all about taking time out. The Nine of Pentacles is my single card, so more independent. And the Queen of Cups, which is just a loving, loving energy, listening to people, hearing people, but also hearing and listening to yourself. I'm getting you're better for this, you're better for this, you're better for this. So even when I touched upon the Nine of Pentacles, I had that even if you are in a relationship, when you step back and you start to see your worth and trust yourself and be a little bit more independent, that's when things change, right? So when you're always the people pleaser, it's like you're teaching people how to treat you. And if you're always trying to please them, then you're not having any boundaries where, you know, they're going to have to come and please you. So you're always giving, and they're always taking. But when you pull back and you stop giving as much, then they have to start to give and take, and it needs to be an equal balance there. And that's what I'm getting with that Nine of Pentacles card, is that it's time to pull back, and I'm getting to stop enabling it, because when you people please, you're enabling somebody else, and again, teaching them how to treat you, which if you're pleasing isn't probably the best. So therefore, it's time to step back and create boundaries. And I'm getting for some of you, you want to go flying back into this relationship because it was so good. But what you have to think about, was the reality of the situation or the relationship good, or was it the thought of the fantasy world that you had, the fantasy that you had about this relationship or this situation, what you are trying to get back to? Because when you go back, it's going to be the same, and it's not going to be fulfilling, okay? So just think about that. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a lot of information, and sorry if it's all over the place, but they're bringing these to me, so I'm just sharing it with you. So definitely, I feel like you're going to find yourself again in the middle of November. And when you do, and that's why I was so excited to bring this to you. And it's so funny when I deal these cards, I'm still in awe about how they all relate to each other. But like, when you take that step back and you start creating boundaries, and you start like stop enabling and stop people pleasing all the time, and actually find out what you want, that's when things are going to change. Towards the end of November, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, things are going to start to turn in your favor. And again, you got the Knight of Wands along with the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Cups here, with the overall energy of the Ace of Pentacles. What does that mean? Oh my goodness. Well, to me, it means that you've got someone coming in. Once you give up on this people pleasing and say, you know what, I just want to be myself, and I just want to be happy, and I'm so tired of making everybody else happy. When is it my turn? Okay? It's your turn towards the end of November. There's someone coming into your life, I feel like, with this Knight of Wands, and if it's not someone coming into your life, it's definitely taking the action of changing your life. Because you also got, but the message I was first getting was there's somebody coming in. It's going to be slow but steady, okay? And it's going to give you your light back. It's going to give you your happiness back. And I'm not trying to say that they're going to make you happy, but with this Six of Cups here, I feel as though they're going to bring out the best in you. They're going to help you heal from this crap up here. They're going to make you see. They're going to help you see who you are and how much you have to offer. Okay, so that's why I was so excited to give this to you. If it doesn't resonate with someone coming in, you might be giving yourself this. You know, with the Knight of Wands, the Wands is, to me, the Wands card is all about like entrepreneurship and going after what you want and living the life that you want, making it what you want, right? So if it doesn't resonate with love, it's towards the end of November, you're basically going to start going after what you want. And it's going to be slow but steady. That's what I'm getting with the Seven of Pentacles here. But it's gonna bring so much more happiness and so much more contentness. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's just gonna bring so much more. More is what I'm getting. And I'm definitely feeling at the end of the month, you're not going to be in this energy anymore. There's an energy shift with this Wheel of Fortune towards the end. Maybe it has to do with the full moon at the end of the month here. Use that energy to release all this crap. Release it, okay? And we'll do some of that in the healing as well, is to release this. And the feeling, because I feel like some of you feel like you're trapped. It's like you can't move. You can't get there, right? It's like you want to, but you can't get there. So we'll work on that with the energy healing coming up, okay? But there's something brand new coming in for you, and it is stable, and it is long-term. And I feel as though it's in the middle of that month when you take time out for yourself and you really kind of focus on what you want and you need, and you're tired of all this bullshit. That's that energy. You're going to raise your vibration. You're going to shift a couple of levels, and you're not going back. You're not going back. Sorry, I'm really excited. Can you tell? Okay, and it says, embrace emotions. So it says, don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. When this happens, guys, be easy. You know, I sit here and I talk, and it sounds like I'm like, oh yeah, just do it, you know, but I get it. Like, I'm human too. Like, you know, it's for me, it's easy to hear my intuition, but sometimes it's hard to follow it. You know what I mean? Because I'm human and the human brain gets in the way. Don't judge yourself for feeling the way you are. Don't judge yourself for being the way and accepting the way and people pleasing and all of that. There's nothing to judge. It's just change it, right? Change to who you want to be, but be easy on yourself. And then you also have here, show simple acts of kindness. And it says, a simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Share some of that kindness and all those people pleasing that you do. Put it on you. People please yourself for once. Ask yourself what you want and then go do it. Instead of asking everybody else what they want or having them ask you to do things for them. Ask yourself to do things for you, right? Simple acts of kindness will re-energize you. And then this is fabulous for the end. When I got this card, I was like, whew. Get to know each other. And it says, learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And that's exactly what I feel like is happening down here with the Seven of Pentacles. I just feel slow and steady. Get to know each other. You know, don't rush into things like this up here, you know, because most of the time that's not real. When you like whoosh, dive right into it, it's like quick in, quick out, you know. So take the time. Get to know each other before you even like, you know, date. Maybe become friends first. Like, just get to know each other before all of that. And then here, these are my cards that I use. These are the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. And if you're wondering, because I get a lot of questions on this is the Crystal Vision Tarot deck. But yeah, the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. So I read from the book with Lucy Cavendish is her name. Beauty and the Beast. And it says, you need some space in a relationship. So even if you're in the relationship or you've broken up with the relationship, that's that Nine of Pentacles. That's the space that I'm talking about, that independence to step back and create some boundaries. So let's see what it has to say for you. Okay, it says, you must free yourself from a controlling force. You have given away all your power and now you must take it back. In love, in friendship, in matters of the heart, people engage in games of dominance because of their upbringings or the stories in their heads. This thinking keeps them in fear. In this card, one person is influenced by the other and is attempting to appease a kind of triumph. Her love is true, but her rose has thorns. This card cries out for you to consider a healthier form of love in which you remain true to yourself. Someone is leaning on you, and his authority and maturity is overwhelming your own wisdom, which is more naive, fresh, and innocent. Both have their place, but right now you may need to ask for more space in a close relationship. Beauty and the Beast speaks. I love you. Therefore, you must obey and always strive to please. You must appease me, sacrifice to me, worship me. You say you feel overshadowed, watched, judged, and unsafe. For my approval is everything to you. My love depends on you pleasing me. This rose I give you will wither and die, as you will wither and die if I take my love away. And I will take it away, should you not love me well. Obey me, be true only to me, ask nothing of me, and your only comfort will be this rose's beauty, and the thorns will remind you of the power I have to hurt you. And how is it, then, that I am your friend and ally? Because sometimes the greatest ally you will ever have is the one who dares to share with you the harshest truth. It is no joy for me to reveal that this is taking place, but you for now are in the power of someone who is far too much like me. Free yourself. Wow, guys, I love that. All right, the message of this card is symbols of attachment need to be released. There may be gifts or treasures that link you to others, chaining you to them. It may be best to return these. Mutual possessions and gifts are energetically binding and can be forms of bribes or blackmail. Overcome emotional tyranny by seeking your own connection to the divine and to love, without the mediation of another person. Seek your own truth and your own power and rediscover your love for yourself. The appearance of this companion is a blessing in disguise. Yes, tyranny is too close. You must free yourself. It is better to escape from this love and to know universal love than to thirst and starve for something no other can truly give to you. Awaken and free yourself from the control of a connection standing directly between you and the divine. Awaiting you is a bliss that flows freely, lovingly, and without the price of tears and pain. I don't read this before I do these messages, guys, and that basically summed up the whole message. There is something controlling you here because you're people pleasing. You're trying to give too much and you're not getting enough back. Okay, once you take that and you see that, and that's that clarity and stuff in the middle of the month here, that's that clarity. And then something awaits you that is so much better. So why are you waiting? Why are you suffering and sacrificing in this craziness up here when you can find yourself and then have something so fantastic? That this right here is really what a lot of people strive for, right? But you're holding yourself hostage up here, and this is not going to come unless you choose it and you take that wheel, you take that leap, you take that faith, you take the risk, right? You take the risk of leaving the craziness behind. All right, but I love that. Awaiting you is a bliss that flows freely, lovingly, and without this price of tears and pain. And also, like in the beginning well, not in the beginning, when it says it speaks, I love you, therefore you must obey and always strive to please. A lot of people, narcissists, I think I might have said that in the beginning of this reading, a narcissist, that's what they are. They are looking for supply, right? I have a narcissism videos on here if this is resonating with any of you. But so check that out, and also check the codependency series out, playlists. But yeah, they're looking for supply, and that supply needs to feed them, right? So you're feeding them and you're sacrificing to them and you're worshiping them and you're looking for that validation from them. Everything that you do, you're just waiting for them to say thank you or I love you or whatever that is for you. So that's what this card is about, is that a true relationship isn't like that. A true relationship is a give and take. It's not giving all the time. There has to be some give and take. There has to be an equal balance. Not all the time. Like sometimes you're giving 100% and then they're taking 100%. And then sometimes they're giving you 100%. That's the balance that I'm talking about. It's not every day equal, but make sure that you're getting some. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now, but let's go ahead and do some energy healing for you on this. So all you really do is I'm just going to instruct you to take a deep breath in and then close your eyes. And I'm going to connect your energy to the divine energy to kind of let this go and really kind of see the clarity and finding yourself and kind of give you a push into it for this month of November. All right. And then I'll ask you to take a deep breath in at the end of it. It's only going to be a few minutes long. So, yeah. And then I'll let you know if I feel anything or see anything during it. Okay. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and let it out. Whatever thoughts come in, let them come in and let them flow out. ahead and take a deep breath in and let it out. And you can open your eyes when you're ready. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that healing. I was drawn to pull a card for you and put it at the top of this, and the card that came up was the King of Pentacles, guys. The King of Pentacles. So this card to me means that this is just trusting. Trusting in the universe, trusting in the divine, trusting in the spirits that are on the other side, that they have your back. You just need to show them that you're ready. You're ready for them to support you, ready for them to guide you through. By staying in this, you're not ready because you're not putting yourself first, okay? They also brought me back to times, all different times, so I'm just going to shout it out for you guys. I know I was getting like a 7-8-year-old, then I was getting a 12-year-old, and then I was getting back to a 3-year-old, okay? So think about, because when we talk about codependency and needing that validation and people pleasing all the times, it's because we're not strong enough, because we weren't taught to have boundaries. We had to do what other people wanted us to do when we were children, or we didn't get the love that we needed, and we were trying to constantly show people our worth in order to receive that love. Okay, I'm spending a little bit extra time with you guys just because I feel like you need it here with this reading, because I want, and at the very end I was like, get us to this place, get us to this place, get us to this place, right? So it's just, you know, when you gain clarity of why you're doing things, it makes it a lot easier to stop, because then you can, in your head, being like, I know I'm doing this because of this. I actually have a video on emotional triggers too. I did these so long ago, but emotional triggers on there, it's under the Real Talk playlist, I think. And basically what happens is when you can gain clarity of why something is happening, it makes it a lot easier to change it. Okay, so, and to accept it, to embrace it, and to move forward from it. So those ages was what I was getting for some of you, to go back to think about what was happening at that time. Were your parents divorcing? Were your parents not home? You know, what was happening around those ages for you, to kind of gain clarity on some of this, okay? Anyway, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. And please leave me a comment if you want to enter to win the subscribe, and leave a comment in order to win the free readings. And if you like the healing, we have the membership group going on. It's really fantastic. People, I swear, in like 3 weeks time, not even sometimes, about 3 weeks time, you can go from being really like emotionally traumatized to feeling so much better. So it's just, I love everybody in there and how much work they're putting in. And it's amazing the results that I'm seeing. So the energy shifts and the vibrational shifts, it's just crazy. But anyway, you could watch that Reiki over and over again whenever you're feeling it. You could watch it before you go to bed. I know it's only a few minutes. Our sessions are usually 45 minutes to an hour long. So yeah, so I hope that helped you guys. And please, please, please find yourself and stop the people pleasing. Stop the people. You can validate yourself. You don't need other people to validate you. Much love to all of you. I look forward to the month of December for you that take this change and really find it. And let's see what's going to go on in December. I hope you guys have a great month and take care. Much love. Bye.